Yo, what's up everyone? Coming at you with a new video today. Don't mind the noise. It's just first minute finishing up a new project I got going. Started on 3D printing. But figured I'd show you what I got. So I had a bunch of leftovers, from when I built this guy. So I got all my leftovers here. A bunch of leftover parts. So I went and ordered these 4 things here. Actually 5 in a body. So I got this. I think that'll be pretty cool. So I'm gonna piece all this together. I think I have everything I need to build another TRX4M. So I'm gonna get started with that. But for now, it's quick. I'm not gonna show you too much of it, but I'm gonna throw this transmission together with those gears, and then I have the differentials. I have the guts already, so I have the housings, the front. I've got the covers here. So my only concern is screws. I'm hoping I have enough screws. If not, I'll have to get some. But yeah, so I'm just gonna start throwing a few things together, and then I'll show you a video from there. Hey, what's up? So I'm back. It's a new day for me. So last night I went ahead and got my transmission put together. That was pretty easy. Had that kit, and then I printed out some diagrams so I know what size screws I need to be using. I just have a bag of screws here. And so next I'm just going to throw these axles together. So I have all the guts that I took out of the old ones and the axle housings, and then I have the covers here. So that'll take care of that. So I'm going to throw that together right now, and then after that I think we'll get this body out and we'll start trying to put this thing together. And I probably will go ahead and record that part because it's new to me and I don't know if I've seen much on it yet. Alrighty, so here we have it. I got my front diff put together, and then I found my screws that I'll need for the linkages. Got the rear diff put together here, and I went and opened up this body. Check this out. That is gonna look so cool. Comes with lights, but it's in a bunch of pieces. It looks like it even comes with linkages, so that's cool. I'm not going to need to use my stock ones. It's got some high lift links, it looks like, so that's awesome. And then this is a lay down servo mount. So that'll be different. I guess that's part of it. And then it comes with some cool stickers here and our instructions. So I'm gonna read through this a tad bit, and I'm not gonna bore you with too much of that, but I'll probably get this chassis just thrown together real quick and put the linkages together, and then I'll record the rest of that. Alrighty, so made some progress here. Something to note, you really need a caliper when doing stuff like this, because they tell you all these screw sizes and give you a bag of screws, so it's good to have that. But basically I've got the front put together with the light kit. That's pretty neat. Here's the rear mount. They're supposed to put a spare tire here. This is the one that comes with it. It's just weak. So I'm trying to decide what set of wheels I want to put. And whichever one I don't use, I'm going to put as a spare. And then, so next I'm going to start. I got the little helmets on these guys. So basically next you just screw all this together here. And then mount the cages to that. So that's what I'm going to do next, and then I'll show you when it's done. I've made a lot of progress here. This thing has so many freaking screws, it's unreal. Still not done, but look at this. Doesn't that look so awesome? Got the lights in it. It's pretty much all together. And then reach under here, there's a little twisty tab. Turn that straight, flip this down, you just lift up on the body and pulls right off. That's pretty awesome. Got some hooks on the front. So that off to the side. So here's where we're at with this. So the next part doesn't really tell you anything about what's left. You know, it basically tells you to screw your stock. You know, obviously you're gonna have this, you're gonna have your links, your shocks, and your axles. So basically you need to put all that together first, and then it'll just throw it right up in here. But I'm not sure what these are. There's a couple links in here. It doesn't tell you how to assemble this lay down servo, and I'm unsure why there's 4 of these, not 8. So I don't know what 4 get replaced. It doesn't say, but I'll get that figured out. But yeah, it's coming along pretty good. I'm just gonna go ahead and use my links for now, I think. Put it together with these onto this, mount my transmission in there, and then, you know, basically hook it all up first, and then we'll just drop it right in. I'm gonna give that a go. All right, I just want to pause real quick. So I kind of was messing with this mount, and I got it on there. It looks good, but to make that fit, you got to cut off these little tabs on the axle. So it's basically no going back now. I actually need to cut off some more. But yeah, there's that. I need to figure out, I guess it's got a panhard bar, so one of these links is going to go from side to side, and the other one will go from the servo to one side or the other. I got the rear half put together here. I'm going to get this front half put on, and then we'll get it tucked up in the body. Alrighty, well, I've made quite a bit of progress here. As you can see, I got a slider now, so I got all of my linkages put on. I got the chassis screwed down. It was just these 3 screws here. I went with the 4th hole forward on all the shocks on the bottom just to try it out. I'm going to get some different shocks. These are the stock ones, so they're decent for now. Still got to do my servo, but I got the light wires zip tied. Got my motor ran. You do have to use your stock battery tray, which I'm not sure how I'm supposed to get a battery in and out of there. I may have to trim that corner off. But yeah, I need to mount my ESC up here, and then get my servo mounted and figure out that linkages, and then it'll be ready to give it a test. Throw some wheels on this sucker. Still gotta decide if I want to do green or silver. I think it might be the green ones. Alright, so here's my quick update. Basically, I got my ESC in here. Got that all good. I just need to zip tie my wires up. I had my Metal Gear servo in here, but it was longer, so it was pretty close to the motor. So I went back with a stock one. The blue looks good anyways, but here's how the links I have on. It doesn't really tell you how to do it, but I just wing it. It worked out pretty good. And I'm kind of bowed out a little. So yeah, I gotta put this light bar back on the front here, zip tie my wires in, and then I gotta get my battery in there somehow. And once I do that, I gotta just throw the wheels on, and I'm pretty much done. What a mission this has been. So many screws for this sucker. I have so many screws. Man, it looks good. So I got some issues with it, of course. I mean, oh, I don't have it plugged in. So I want to make a tilt mount for the spare tire so I can have a big one. I mean, that's cool, but that looks way better, right? I need tire spacers. I got stock wheel hexes on it because that's all I had. And at full squat, you can see they barely touch, so there's gonna be wheel rub all over this thing. So I'm gonna have to get some wheel extenders, and then other than that, probably some longer shocks, because my travel, hideous on this thing. Horrible travel. But oh, also I gotta figure out, since I did the lay down servo, my steering is backwards. I gotta figure out how to reverse my steering. But so awesome. I think it's gonna be cool. So yeah, that's it. And you can take the body off. There's just this little clip under here that's a little hard to get to with one hand. It's way up in there, you can kind of see it. But the ESC gets in the way with all your wires. It was a cool idea, but I don't know. And you can tilt this forward, and basically, bam, it comes off. So that's the underside. So many different shock placement options too. So this is just a start. You can see I got my wires ran all nice and clean under there. One thing is the battery. I put the strap on it because basically to get it in there, I had to come up through this gap right here and squeeze it up in there, and it is a pain. So I don't like that. That's the one downside. There's probably something you could do. It was too fat to fit in this opening right here. So basically I just have it here where, you know, I can unplug it and pull it off out the side and pull the cable out the side here to charge it. I'm just gonna leave it like that for now. So I put the battery strap on. Otherwise I could have went with some Velcro and fought it in and out every time, or maybe get a different battery tray. But that's it for that sucker. Really like it. I might take it out and give it a quick crawl, but like I say, it'll really be better once I get some extended wheel hexes on it. I have some right now that I could have used, but I don't have the bolt to screw them on. And I was gonna just steal them off of that guy, but it's alright, I can wait a little while. But overall, it was a pretty cool build.